the crowds and of this play, and she's ready to go.
Brandalise will serve as we get underway here in Pittsburgh. ACC Volleyball, and Olivia Babcock with an error to start, and Virginia Tech, good point.
And that's what you want to see early on if you're Virginia Tech. Let's take the errors when we can get them, but keep serving tough because you want to get Pitt out of system off the jump.
And it hasn't been serve as much as serve-receive for Virginia Tech this year. As Panthers look to set up Babcock again. And Panthers are looking for a tip, and they get it. And it's 1-1. Are we going to see an early challenge?
I think there was a net violation on Virginia Tech on Izzy Mishler in the middle there.
Mosier, top spin serve. Virginia Tech, long.
Not a point has been earned yet.
You would have automatically thought coming into this year that Olivia Babcock would have led Pitt in aces, but it has been Brooke, who's just a little long. And to your point, we're 2-2. And a good thing it's rally scoring.
Exactly. Or we might be here all night at this pace.
Peyton Woods, star with her own. Serve that looked like it was heading out. Saved by Pitt. Olivia Babcock, good dig by Brandalise, and a point in the middle by Woods. And there's the first point earned, and Virginia Tech an early 3-2 lead.
And that's how you want to earn your points. Camilla Brandalise, who does lead, they're second on the team in digs, but great back row. Even as a setter, she plays some really good defense. That's what you need. You cannot let Olivia Babcock get too many too early.
Babcock dug again by Brandalise. Chance right side and kill, and a 2-point lead. The kill on that side is Aisha Carrick.
I am loving this Virginia Tech team turning this defense into offense. That's what you got to do. You got to take these digs and you got to capitalize off of them.
A 4-2 Tech lead here, first set in Pittsburgh. And we saw Woods with a couple of different spins. Tell us what she's trying to produce with those different spins.
So with that top spin serve, you're really looking to get the other team uncomfortable, but you've got to bring heat with the top spin serve. With a float, it doesn't need to have as much heat because you want to get that unpredictability of almost like a knuckleball. But with top spin, it's got to be like a fastball with a little bit of movement. You got to bring the heat.
Mallory Meyer serving for the Panthers. Speaking of floats, and a left side attempt dug by Mosier. Olivia Babcock up, and Virginia Tech able to save it. And it will go long, but a great attempt there by Virginia Tech. Is that Woods, I think, that ran into the bench?
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I really love is the first thing Coach Beyer said about her was she is all go all the time. Really a leader for this team.
Panthers have gotten it back even at 4. And Woods again, just a little short this time.
And that's where one of those, being that all go all the time, set was a little low. Maybe you want to choose some off speed, do something different with it, but she's very aggressive. She takes a rip at it, gets that ball into the net.
So 3 straight up for Meyer. Again, that one saved by the Panthers. A chance on that side. Marina Pozell. It's 6-2. This Panther run continues at 4-0.
And that all starts with a tough serve by Mallory Meyer, making it easier on the Pitt defense. Oh, and a jigster.
Virginia Tech with the point. It is 6-5 Panthers here in the first set. Virginia Tech hitting all zeros. Pitt just 167. Hokies serve at 5-6. Pozell dug by Woods. Opportunity right side, but blocked. Bree Kelly, Olivia Babcock in on the block of Hayward's attempt.
And if you are Virginia Tech, you are going to need to make sure coverage is a focal point. You've got to get in there every time someone is swinging against this very big and very physically imposing Pitt block.
Izzy Maston to serve for the Panthers. And again, Woods from the back, and again, a block for the Panthers. Ryla Jones in the middle.
And Coach Fisher was talking to us about it. You know, their defense has been very good this year, keeping the opponent hit percentage really low. But when they're blocking at a high level, they become so dangerous because they already dig very well, but then it just becomes suffocating to the opposing team.
And off the top of the net. Roll for the Panthers, and the hit tipped by the Panthers and drops out, and it's 8-6 Pitt. Kill for Virginia Tech, and now the serve. Only down 2 here in the first. Good save by Brooke Mosier. Opportunity here after the block for Olivia Babcock, who sends it wide.
Some uncharacteristic errors from her early on here.
And Dan Fisher's going to want to talk about it. We'll take a timeout as well. Panthers with an 8-7 lead as Dan Fisher gathers his team here in the first set.
Thanks to KeyBank for their support of the Panthers. And the Panthers, it's now time for the Lucky Row, brought to you by Nothing But Cakes. Each fan in that Lucky Row will be walking home with their own cake courtesy of Nothing But Cakes. Today's Lucky Row is B3. Congratulations!
Virginia Tech hanging in this first set. It's 8-7, and Tech will serve to tie it up. Elizabeth Ayward. Ayward, 6'2" junior from Nashville.
And Jeff, I'm trying to figure out with who is on the court here for Virginia Tech, who is going to act as the setter, because they do not have anyone that is listed on the roster as a setter currently on the floor.
And serve just a bit long.
And we will not find out, but we do have a setter checking in Erica Dulesky.
It was a good question.
I love to see like who's gonna take it when there's not a setter on the floor.
See what Olivia Babcock goes with. And an ace. For as hard as she can serve it, she placed it perfectly, and it's 10-7 Panthers.
And that's where the float can be so dangerous. When that ball drops off, I mean, it is terrible to see from the other side because you're just watching that ball fall in front of you and you're hoping to get your platform underneath it.
Seeing a curveball
Exactly.
from a speedy pitcher, and another near ace. And sending it over and dunking it down. Babcock saves, but the Panthers can't save it. Good play by Virginia Tech. I think that was Reese Hazelton.
Yeah, doing a good job securing the net. Again, those easy overpasses, you got to make the most of them. That's got to be an easy point for Virginia Tech.
Aisha Carrick, sophomore from Florida, to serve. This is going very much Virginia Tech's way, or the way they want it. Mosher. Panthers just have to send it over. Chance here for Woods. Had to take a couple of steps and buries it in the back. Peyton Woods, it's 10-9.
And this is exactly what Virginia Tech needs, is Peyton Woods, who's been leading their team all year offensively, to start getting hot. They need her getting a couple swings here, getting a couple easy kills from an out-of-system ball.
Panthers dug that. Olivia Babcock. Peyton Woods able to take an out-of-system play, and the Panthers send it over. It's Izzy Maston. And again, Peyton Woods is blocked this time. Ryla Jones and Brooke Mosher.
Brooke Mosher sized that up perfectly. They were trying to go with some speed to the outside, but you got the free ball. You want to do that. You want to get the ball to your best hitter. But Brooke Mosher just giving her no room to attack there.
Sell to serve. And an error on the set attempt by Virginia Tech. Panthers get a free one.
Yeah, those are the type of errors you need to eliminate in a match like this. Those are the ones you got to make sure that those sets are in a ball where your hitter can get a hold of it.
Zell, 6'1" freshman. Serves from the middle. Another near ace, but Woods able to get it. It saves it. It's Mosher with the kill.
What a swing. Again, just doing a little bit of everything for this Pitt team. I think that's what's so impressive about her is she can really do it all up front. She can be big and physical and block. She can set high above the net. And what we're seeing here, you got the setter running from in between 1 and 6, making it super difficult for this Virginia team to run an offense. That was a better pass, which was going to make it a little bit easier, but they got to be able to put away on that third ball.
Hazelton tried to paint the corner, but wasn't able to do it or paint the line. It's 14-9 Panthers, and after an early Tech lead, the Panthers on another scoring run, this one of 4-0. Back hit is blocked, and Virginia Tech just couldn't get it out of system and get it over. Ryla Jones blocks it.
And this is where, again, this rotation is so incredibly difficult. We're getting a timeout for Virginia Tech, but it's so difficult for Virginia Tech because they're trying to run their setter out of basically the middle of the court to get her up to the net. And Pitt's just serving right in between that seam of 1 and 6. And that's just taking them out of system. It is so hard. We talked to Coach Byers for quite a while about this unique rotation they're doing. And they're trying to put their players in the best position to succeed. But there are, you know, when you're doing something unique and different, there are some downsides. And this is one of those rotations where I think the Panthers really have kind of the advantage here of being able to serve tough and get them out of system.
So when you're going out of rotation or doing something different, how do you build that communication that you need between everybody?
I mean, she said it starts with even just practicing it. I mean, these are girls who have probably, they could have been playing volleyball since they were in 7th grade, maybe have never done a rotation like this. So with that, she said they spent about a week practicing this lineup before they even decided to put it into play, just to get used to it, because it really is like, it's trying to unlearn all the habits you had and relearn the new rotation. Because the rotation, a lot of it's just repetitions. You're doing the same thing, going to the same spot. For most teams that you play on from 7th grade all the way through college, but with this unique rotation, you're seeing a little bit of the downfall here where you can get into a tough spot and really get caught on a run.
You can see on this view another sellout here at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse, which is impressive for a couple of reasons. There's high school football playoffs tonight. The basketball team is playing at 7 o'clock. And it's raining outside, so it's not great weather, kind of a nice day to stay inside, but yet fans have come out in droves for Pitt volleyball.
Yeah, Jeff, this is the show people want to see.
We talk communication. Maston's able to bring it back in. Mosher again from that left side. She's blocked out of bounds. The second kill, setting for the setter.
Hey, sometimes everyone's got to do it, and I love the mentality of the Panthers where it's always, hey, everybody needs to be able to handle the second ball no matter what.
Run now 6-0 for Pitt. Little net luck there. Right side kill attempt. Hazelton puts it down and stops the run.
That's big for Virginia Tech, getting out of that rotation, getting back to a little bit more normalcy in serve receive, and hopefully, you know, trying to get a couple points here.
The freshman Ivy Cooper will serve for Virginia Tech. 16-10 Panthers here in the first set.
I know you want to serve aggressively, but after that run, you got to keep that serve in play. You got to give yourself an opportunity to win the point there. And it is. It's a fine line. It's very hard.
Third service error for Virginia Tech. Haiti Tautua'a in for the Panthers. Woods from the left side. Peyton Woods with her third kill. 17-11.
And a lot of this rotation for the Hokies is really trying to emphasize getting Peyton Woods in a position where she can not only swing on the outside, but if you don't need to use her in serve receive, don't, and kind of keep her available just for your offense up there, because that's what they need her for more than anything right now, and using some of their other hitters as primary passers.
Junior from Brazil, Camila Brandelis to serve. Hokies down 6. Slide from Bree Kelly is dug. And a chance again for Woods, who winds up with her 4th kill, and it's 17-12.
She's doing a good job right now of using the block to her advantage. You got a lot of high hands in front of you. You got to try to make that in your advantage. Go high off, get the tool where you can.
They're setting up another slide. Bree Kelly puts that one away through the block attempt. Woods was in on that. And the Panthers make it 18-12.
I love getting Bree involved in the slides a little bit. When she's up there with Mosier, take advantage of it, open up that half of the court, makes you harder to defend.
And Mosier saves it after the serve. And battle at the net. And Mosier sent it down flat-footed, and right there for it is Izzy Mishler. So Peyton Woods will serve. It's like when you get those huge topspin serves to just shut up and listen to the crowd all. And a kill in the middle by Bree Kelly. Right?
And I think it's something because you don't see it as much in the women's game. So when you do see someone really take a rip from behind the end line, it's different. It's something that you don't see as much.
And I think you also hear at that moment the casual fans that have heard about it and have come out and they're like, oh my gosh,
absolutely.
I wasn't expecting this. Right side kill attempt is long, no tip. Although Marcy Byers might challenge. I know the team is asking her to. I don't think they will. It's 20-13.
She might hold it.
Mallory Meyer to serve again. Had a service run on her arm earlier. Right side just throwdown attempt is wide by Aylward, and Virginia Tech's going to call a timeout. The Hokies trying to stay in this first set. It's 21-13 Panthers. Panthers just hitting 167 in this first set, but Virginia Tech in negative numbers. It's 21-13 Panthers here in the first. Virginia Tech, 7 digs. It's an issue, an area where they're working on. These Panthers just had a couple of service runs that have really keyed this first set. And Mallory Meyer has been on one of them and really now on 2 of them, a 4-0 run.
And that's really what it is. So, you know, she's got the float serve. It may not look as flashy, but she has such good movement on her serves. So easy for her to get in the run and for putting the other team in position to get out of system and not be able to create points.
This time a block by Bree Kelly, and a second straight block from Bree Kelly. And it's a 10-point lead for Pitt here in the first.
Great job tracking by Bree there, knowing her man is the middle, which is 4 Izzy Mishler for the Hokies, and making sure she's up with her every time.
Been a good couple of matches for Mallory Meyer. Good serve here. See Virginia Tech just kind of having to send it over. Brooke Mosher comes all the way over. Panthers able to get a good kill attempt from Pozell. And a hit from Peyton Woods goes long, and we're at set point. Tech right side. Little off speed. Panthers from that left side. Marina Pozell with the set winner, and Panthers, after a slow start, it's 8-7 early in this set, and then Pitt just took over.
Absolutely. I think at the
Brooke Mosher will serve as we get underway here in the second. Nearly started with an ace. Good save by Virginia Tech. Middle kill attempt by Bree Kelly is wide, and much like the first set, an error by the Panthers starts set number 2.
And if you're Virginia Tech, this is where you got to capitalize. Take these errors to your advantage. Try to get your server back there on a run. See if Peyton Wilson can stay behind the end line for a few. Or excuse me, Peyton Woods.
And just long. Peyton Wilson is a Steeler. Virginia Tech fan, so it's a name that's on the tongue of a lot of people here in Pittsburgh. Although he went to NC State, probably not a big fan of either of these two teams. But ACC. And Mallory Meyer, I think she served for about a half an hour already. And a pancake attempt, but unable to get it off the floor. Good point from Virginia Tech.
Mallory Meyer staying in to play the back row of Blair Bayless. These 3 liberos and D-specs for Pitt in Mallory Meyer, Izzy Maston, and who's the third? Oh, and Emery Dukes have really all played a big role recently. They've all been mixed in and out. They all 3 were huge against UNC, and all getting like really, really valuable touches. What a kill by Bree Kelly.
Right into Yildiz, who had just served for Virginia Tech. It's 2-2. Bree Kelly, I look at what can be a difference maker for Pitt when they get into postseason play, and Bree Kelly in the middle can be that player.
100%. She's so dangerous because she's such a well-rounded player. She blocks really well. She can hit really well, and she can hit at high efficiency, which you need from the middles. And I think for her, it's just about getting the touches, which means if they're passing well, they can get her the ball a lot and they can keep her involved in the offense. And to me, I would get her as many touches as I can get her.
Izzy Maston's mom played at Purdue, a great program, and she is at a great program here at the University of Pittsburgh, and is excelling after just recently turning 18. And the kill attempt by Woods is long. The Panthers take a 4-2 lead.
It's crazy how young she is and how well she's playing. She doesn't seem like she doesn't fit on the floor or that she looks scared out there. She looks really, really comfortable and has really grown into kind of being more than just a serving specialist, but also kind of being in there as a defensive specialist as well.
And good save by Virginia Tech. Kick back, and Mosher with the save. And an error by the Panthers. Is it a net violation or a carry?
I think they called a net violation, but I know Olivia Babcock is not going to be thrilled about that. And they're going to challenge, I think, the net violation on Olivia Babcock.
So both teams will get a chance to talk about it here. So Pitt is challenging the call at 4-2 here. Panthers took the first set 25-13. So Virginia Tech Down 2 would be a big point here if it stays as called. The Hokies, and it's been a weird travel for travel now in college sports
for
is
everyone
weird.
now.
But you see so many teams that come and play Pitt and then go and play SMU, or play SMU and then come and play Pitt. It's just kind of the rotation.
Which is, one, not easy in terms of travel and logistics.
Dallas is not close.
But also not easy in terms of the two teams you're facing back-to-back, both ranked teams, both having really good seasons, and both really tough opponents in the ACC.
Panthers will host Virginia after today's. That's at noon on ACC Network. If you are a Pittsburgh fan, Steelers don't play until 8:30. So
it's perfect. It's a perfect day for sports. You have volleyball to start your day off, and you can cap the day off with Sunday Night Football.
And it looks like they've made a decision. So the play is reversed. So a good challenge from Dan Fisher, and it's 5-2.
After the reversal, net ball by the Hokies, playing Pitt.
And Marcy Byers wants to discuss it. It's funny, we thought, well, replay, that will stop arguments, but no.
No.
Still.
Now they want explanations.
And understandable at 5-2. Virginia Tech looking to get something going. Right side kill attempt is block. Purcell blocks again. And that one over. Mallory Myers sets that time, but a good block by Virginia Tech, saved by the Panthers. And the kill attempt is finally dunked in the middle by Ryla Jones.
And
that was a point.
What an incredible point. I mean, for one, it's outstanding coverage on the Panther side, and I know Virginia Tech wanted, they were thinking that Ryla reached on to the other side of the net for that ball, but I mean, that's where coverage is so important, is if you can keep yourself in the play. It's like getting an offensive rebound. It's second chance opportunities over and over.
And Peyton with a tip. We've seen that against the Panthers a lot this year, as Ryla sends one to the back. Coverage there by Virginia Tech. They try a similar attempt, and Marina Puzel with a perfectly placed kill, and it's 7-2, a 5-0 run by the Panthers.
I really like Marina's court vision. I feel like she sees it really well. She's not going to swing away at every ball, but she's very smart at placing it and using her shot selection well.
We've seen a variety of serves from Izzy. As Mosher digs. A chance here for Olivia Babcock. We haven't called her name much here today. We'll call it 2 times in a row for a kill. Her third.
Her third, and big day for her yesterday, but the whole group was officially announced today. She is officially, not that it's a huge surprise, an AVCA Player of the Year semifinalist.
The investigation of her not being.
Yeah, exactly.
Lefty dug by Izzy. Puzel hits it through the block, but good defense by Virginia Tech. Lefty attempt is blocked by Babcock. And that's something we've seen. Her all-around game has taken to a next level. We'll talk about that when we come back. The Panthers out to a quick start here in the second. It's 9-2 Pitt.
Hey, Pitt fans, are you ready to catch the Surfside wave? While you enjoy your favorite team, don't forget to grab a Surfside iced tea plus vodka or one of their other flavors, the perfect blend of vodka and real tea or lemonade. With only 100 calories and just 2 grams of sugar. All with absolutely 0 bubbles, no troubles, no make some noise, and ride the Surfside wave around the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. supporting this Surfside Wave. Don't forget to check out @DreamSurfside on Instagram for more Surfside content. 2 minutes.
An 8-0 run by the Pitt Panthers. It is 9-2 here in set number 2. We were saying with Olivia Babcock, the digs, better serve percentage. We've just seen, while still an explosive game, obviously a responsible game as well.
She's just continuing to top herself in every facet. She's gotten better at back row defense. She's still such a force up front whenever she's blocking. Nice swing there up front by Brianna Holiday. But she's just so hard to stop. What do you do with her? And, you know, Coach Fisher was talking to us about it. You know, then she's adding this back row attack. She's adding this swing down the line. So a lot of her back row attacks last year were a lot of cross, even up front, a lot of 2-2. And now we're seeing her open up the line. She is so lethal down the line. You have no time to attack it. And, of course, she can just go over the block, which is basically like hitting on an empty net.
Ryla Jones went up and over for the kill, and Pitt gets the serve back, and here's Olivia Babcock, the server. Floats to the back. Chance just
strike one.
Mistake by Virginia Tech. It's 11-3. And it's, you know, when you make mistakes against a really good team, it snowballs quickly.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a lot harder to get out of because you're not going to get the easy ones on the opposite side coming back for you.
Especially if Pitt isn't making mistakes. And we have seen them clean that up, to your point. And Izzy Maston diving to the floor. And Puzel, good dive by Cooper. And right side kill attempt. Maston gets to that. It has been the dig point, and it continues. And from the back, the block, and Panthers point a 4-hit side. What effort on both sides by the liberos.
What a defensive dream there on both sides. Absolute tremendous defense on both sides. You got Ivy Cooper, you got Izzy Maston all over the place for their teams.
And a near second ace for Babcock. And Babcock can't get to that one. A kill by Virginia Tech's Aisha Carrick. Carrick will go back and serve. Aisha Carrick, sophomore from Naples. How about in high school, she had 1,000 kills and 1,000 assists.
Oh, she's running the 6'2" probably. I love it. Oh, and she's lefty. So she's like the perfect candidate to do that with. She's every coach's dream to run a 6'2" with is a lefty.
Ryla Jones the kill. It's 13-4 Panthers. Babcock and Jones each with 3 kills and a rare service error for the Panthers tonight. So Ivy Cooper will serve for the Hokies.
She's been starting to get a little bit more playing time these last few weeks in that libero spot. She's a freshman, but really, really playing well. Had a good weekend against Clemson and Georgia Tech this past weekend.
Haven't seen a lot of Blair Bayless. Her kill attempt there. And the hit long. Virginia Tech wants a touch. And the call is a hit long. And I think we're getting a challenge.
Yeah.
And we are, that there was indeed a touch.
You know what's interesting, though? You mentioned earlier that it hasn't necessarily stopped the arguing after it, but in the UNC match, Pitt ran out of timeouts. Dan Fisher went over and asked them to look at the same one again. So they had looked at it, came back out, said call stands, asked them to look at it again. They went back and looked at it a second time, which I had never seen before.
Yeah, I was trying to recall if I could remember that. That was an incredible match. We should just mention that for a second. And one where North Carolina's come as a program, but 45 kills from Olivia Babcock.
I mean, she is the first player since Cincinnati's Jordan Thompson in 2019 to record 2 40-kill matches in the same season. And yes, that's Jordan Thompson. That's currently an Olympian.
You know, Dan Fisher said something at the beginning of the year that Olivia Babcock was kind of bothered in those kind of USA tryouts about the reputation of her not being able to dig and not having an all-around game. And you can see the commitment to what we were saying earlier is showing up, and not just showing up in the non-conference, but showing up in the key matches, and she leads this team in digs.
Yeah, I mean, the best players play their best in the best games, and that is what she has continued to do every single time. She continued to have these huge matches, again, just really putting the team kind of on her back and really taking a huge load of the role. And a lot of that, you got to give a ton of credit to Brooke Mosier as well. I think she's doing such a tremendous job this year, stepping into enormous shoes to fill of Rachel Fairbanks and running this offense beautifully.
So the call is reversed, so good challenge for Marcy Byers, and it's 13-6. Now Panthers, Ivy Cooper will continue to serve. And Maston, and a save attempt by Bayless, and an ace for Cooper.
Great float serve there by Cooper. Lots of movement on it, kind of dying off to the left-hand side as it got towards Izzy Maston.
The lead cut to 6, a 1-0 set lead for Pitt. And good decision by Maston as the serve went a little long. And Maston will go out. So Kiana Din serving for the Panthers. She's gotten her first opportunities here in a couple of matches, 5 sets in all. This will be her 6th and a near ace. Good dig by Cooper. And the Panthers set up with Din to Mosher. Now a set right side blocked. Bree Kelly on the left side, attempt by Woods.
Great block, sealing up that tape. Again, using Blair Bayless on the right side there to really beef up your block. And since you have Brooke Mosier swinging outside, you're actually using Kiana Din as the setter.
The redshirt freshman with the serve. And the Panthers able to put it away. Bree Kelly again.
And that's one of those examples where tough serving makes your defense so easy. Can get that overpass, and that for Bree Kelly, she's got to be salivating up at the net.
Imagine for Din, you redshirt last year, and you're kind of waiting this year, and then you get your moment, and she has done well in her limited opportunities. And kill in the middle, kill attempt in the middle is wide.
And I do think a big part of that too is, you know, how this team is so deep and has so much talent. The practices are so difficult, and they have such an emphasis on practicing really hard so that when you do get into a game, it should feel the exact same.
And an ace for Din. That is her 3rd of the season, and a timeout for Virginia Tech. It has been an issue for Virginia Tech. So as you're building,
and they actually recruited her mostly off of game footage from Sam Houston and practice footage from last year, since she didn't get a lot of playing time. So she's kind of that perfect example of what the transfer portal can do in a good way. You know, how it can kind of give somebody an opportunity to play where maybe they weren't in the right system in the previous school.
so Din will continue to serve. 11-point lead here in the second. And middle kill attempt, and a middle kill period for Virginia Tech. Is it Izzy Mischler?
And I love it. You get the good pass, feed the middles. You're going to be harder to defend when you have to work from the middle out. Everyone's got to stay accounted for.
Willa Brandelis to serve. Bayless sends it over. Chance here. Brandelis with a quick kill attempt there by Virginia Tech, but Blair Bayless puts it away on the left side.
And I like the pace of that set there by Haiti Tautua, getting that ball quick to the outside, so the Virginia Tech block does not have enough time to set up.
And now Tautua to serve. Panthers get her back from injury last year. Kill attempt blocked. And middle tip. What a play by Puzel.
I'm telling you, I love her court vision. She sees it so well. You've got everyone pulled up, your back row's off the 10-foot line, and she just throws a nice little ball over to zone 2, which is that right front of the court.
And Pizzell will get a hand from Dan Fisher as Sophia Gregoire will enter for the Panthers. Virginia Tech just has to send it over. Chance here for the Panthers to set up. Left side is Blair Bayless. A couple of points here in this rally. A 7-1 Pitt scoring run.
Bree Kelly doing a great job there of holding her middle on the opposite side. And then that ball can just get out quick to the outside, and you've got a one-on-one. That's easy for Blair Bayless.
T, the redshirt sophomore. And Woods rises up, dug by Heitze. Blair Bayless. As Cooper saves it. Right side hit blocked again. Bree Kelly and Babcock in on that. And the tip attempt is blocked back, and Marcy Byers says it's our point. The officials say it's Virginia Tech's point.
We were a little unsure there. Hands were working both ways. Yeah, I think they told the block there, and then it went off the block into the antenna.
Dan Fisher's going to get an explanation. I mean, you want it right.
Absolutely, and that's why you have the challenges. That's why you have all this here, so that you have the ability to do that.
And it is Virginia Tech point. There will not be a challenge, and Peyton Woods will serve for Virginia Tech. So 21-9. Woods is tournament MVP of the Blue Hen Invitational and the Seahawk Classic this year. And a kill left side. You see the energy too from Elizabeth Aylward.
And she's one of those players in this new lineup that they've been in for a couple weeks since Sarah Malinowski has been out. She's one of the players who have gotten a bigger role and has really been able to start to capitalize and kind of show her skill set as well.
And Panthers able to save it somehow. Babcock send it over, a tip attempt here. And Pitt looks to set up Olivia Babcock.
And that's just right through the block there. That's just a little bit of bully ball. Just I can swing harder than you're going to be able to put your hands up in front of me.
Mallory Meyer back in. Again, another near ace. That float is giving Virginia Tech problems. Olivia Babcock gives a lot of people problems, and she did on that solo block.
Yeah, and it's hard to set that tight whenever you have a lefty out there, which makes it a little bit more difficult, but when you set it that tight, you are not giving your hitter any room to work around Olivia Babcock.
And little kill attempt, and Meyer can't handle it. And a kill from Virginia Tech.
I'd feed the middle every pass that I get that's up to the net, or even within like 5 to 8 feet. If I can get that ball to the middle, I am.
Brandalise to serve at 23-11. Excuse me, it's not Brandalise. It's Yildiz. There's the Panthers feeding middle. And Gregoire with the kill attempt. Good dig by Brandalise, and a kill left side by Aylward.
I like the defense there by Yildiz as well, and then just getting out of system. Aylward did a good job getting a nice big swing, even from a ball coming a little bit behind her.
He's a sophomore from Istanbul. Gregoire. So the steps were a little bit off, but she was able to get that up and into the block, and it landed on the Virginia Tech side, and we are at set point in set number 2. We see Maston to serve for Pitt. Setting that middle. Gregoire goes up and puts it down, and that'll do it for set number 2. At one point, it was 8-7 in the first set. The Panthers, from that point on, have really taken control. 25-13 and 25-12. See what answer. Tautua'a remains in. And right side attempt is blocked by Peyton Woods.
That's a nice tone setter to start this third set for the Hokies. Big block, sizing up Blair Bayless.
Elise was a 2-time JUCO national champ before coming to Virginia Tech, and went over saved by Tautua'a, and the Panthers able to get a point out of it. It looked like it was going to be an easy point for Virginia Tech, but the save from Tautua'a, and then Gregoire put it away.
And you had kind of touched on it earlier. You know, some of these girls who are getting an expanded role or an opportunity that they don't usually get today, what are they going to do with these touches? And a lot of them are playing really well so far today. I think Izzy Maston has played really well. Haiti Tautua'a, we talked about Kiana Din serving well. We've got Sophia Gregoire in. Like, these girls are making the most out of this expanded opportunity.
Mallory Meyer has been outstanding serving today. And I waited till after the serve went over to say that. And the Panthers just have to send it over, in a quick strike attempt by Virginia Tech, and Gregoire kills it from the right side. I love the idea there from Reese Hazelton to just kind of quickly send it over, maybe catch Pitt off balance, but they weren't able to do it.
That's exactly what it is. You're just trying to steal a point. You're just trying to see if you can catch the other team kind of back on their heels.
And middle set dug by Emery Dupes. Good
Nice
block.
coverage.
And the kill is in. That's Puzel, and that was right near the line.
Great 4-to-4 shot. And again, she's just really opening up her bag of just being able to do so much up with the ball up front.
Hazelton from the right side. Puzel again is blocked in the middle. Mischler came in with 84 on the season, the sophomore. Again, we look at these ages of freshman, sophomore, junior.
They're going to be returning a lot of this team, which has to make you feel good for next year. Use these reps, continue to get better so that your team's going to pay for, wow, big swing. I really like her on the right side. She has a really big arm, Sophia Gregoire. Big swing.
And with the depth of the Panthers, it's been hard for her to get opportunities, but you know, you work hard in practice, take advantage of the chances you get, and you never know as the season goes on when it might be your turn.
And I think a lot of these top teams have girls on their bench who could start at tons and tons of other programs around the country.
So Maston with a near ace and a kill from Hazelton. To the point of you never know. And Hazelton's able to get the point, and it's 4-3. Yildiz to serve now for Virginia Tech. And another block on that Virginia Tech side, and a net violation on the Panthers, and we're 4-all here.
Just a little tight on the set.
And all the way from the back, Blair Bayless.
I really like Blair's ability to attack from the back row. I think at times her serve receive can be a little bit iffy, which makes it hard to leave her back there all the time, and depending on what you need in any certain game. But her ability to hit a bic in the back row is dangerous. She has such a big swing. She's so strong.
Now Gregoire, their serving opportunity, and middle kill is blocked. Julia Virlan, as the Panthers rotate different players through.
Another one taking advantage of the opportunity. When you get your playing time, get in there trying to make plays.
Virlan, just a sophomore. Gregoire serving as a redshirt sophomore. And right side kill attempt by Hazelton is blocked. Tautua'a gets it over to Puzel, and Puzel puts it away. Puzel, the leads Pitt in kills with 6. Got to be careful how you say that. The kill leader. Just want to make sure we're clear on this.
Exactly. Have you ever heard what people say when the setter's back row? And it's very common in volleyball, but a lot of times when the setter's back row, meaning she can't attack up front, they'll say, you know, set's dead or set's back. But, you know, it's just to signify she cannot attack up front in any given rally.
Reese Hazelton came in with 150 kills. She has 4 here today and an ace. Hazelton's been a stat filler. Transfer from Indiana. Just a sophomore.
And I think for this rotation, you're going to continue to go at this 5 zone. So you want to serve at both Blair Bayless, Marina Puzel, or somewhere in between. You want to keep that ball away from Emery Dupes, who is 3 in blue there on the right-hand side. You want to make one of these hitters pass the ball.
From Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania, she had 2,483 kills in high school.
That's insane. Love the slide there by Virlan.
Now Puzel to serve as Panthers are up 8-6, up 2-0 here in the second. And middle set, do we have a Hokie in the net?
Yeah. Just a little tight on the pass, which is tough because that is a good pass, but when your setter's coming from the 1 zone, which is what 14 in black is doing right now, running up to the front of the net, you got to give her a little bit room to get there and get set.
Right side kill attempt and put down by Carrick.
And Carrick did it on both sides there. Great pass and then finishes off the play with a kill.
Aisha Carrick now will go back and serve at 9-7. And a near ace, Tautua'a, who's been in this entire third, and a kill left side from Pitt.
And you gotta feel really good right now about the depth. Even just looking down at how many players have kills in this match, how many different players are making an impact that, hey, when you need someone to step up, you have girls that are able to, whether it's due to, you know, somebody struggling or injuries or whatever the case may be, you have options.
Another good serve by the Panthers. Right side hit attempt saved. Tautua'a back to Puzel, who that time that little push was read well, and an off speed by Woods. And kill right side for Aylward for Virginia Tech, and they've come to play here in the third.
I like the aggressive attack up there by Aylward. You know, I thought going into this set, seeing Tautua'a in the back row to start, I thought we were going to be in a 6-2 with Brooke Mosier, but Pitt's going with the 5-1, leaving Tautua'a in for all 6 rotations as of now.
And a middle set perfectly executed. The kill from Bree Kelly. It's her 5th.
That's a beautiful run, started with a beautiful pass.
And when Olivia Babcock is 4th in kills on a particular match, you're either feeling really bad or really good, and an ace crawls over the net for Tautua'a.
And those are the ones, like if you're Virginia Tech, you can't let those ones discourage you. Those happen, those easy drops, fall off the net. You've got to look to move on quick here and put an end to this run.
How about back-to-back aces for Tautua'a. Her now 15th on the season. A timeout here in Pittsburgh. It's 13-8 Panthers here in the third as we get set to resume here in the third set. Panthers 25-13 and 12 in the first two sets. And middle kill is blocked. Set for Kelly, and Panthers able to get it over after the good block by Virginia Tech. Right side hit is tipped by Pitt, and Blair Bayless. She showed off the cannon on that shot.
I love the scrappy play by this Panthers team right now. Covering blocks, making sure they're getting in there on defense, and then just being able to put away. At some point, I think you have to feel confident that if you get 3 or 4 swings in a rally, you're going to put one of them away.
And just a bit long, a rare service error for Pitt. The 4th of this match to go with 5 aces. Some substitutions for Tech. And Brandalise will go back to serve. Nice serve dug by the Panthers. Tip attempt by Bayless, read by Cooper. And Woods is able to put it away from the left side. We haven't heard her name much recently, but a 6th kill for Peyton Woods.
Yeah, and they rely on her really heavily for this Virginia Tech offense. She leads their team in kills per set, attack attempts. She had a huge match against Clemson, her first career double-double. They need her when they want to win games.
And right side kill is blocked well. Woods was in on that with Mishler. Virginia Tech trying to set something up from the back. Lefty swing. And Tautua'a saves it. A tip attempt as we go back and forth. Good defense here from Virginia Tech. Tautua'a tried to catch them napping, but Cooper comes out of nowhere as this point continues. And a right side kill by Blair Bayless ends it. Great effort.
Oh, what a rally. And if you're Virginia Tech, you have to love how you played that whole rally. You're blocking balls, you're everywhere up at the net, you're tracking the sets well. But it covered that ball 3 times in one rally. That means you're getting an extra attempt every single time to get a kill. I mean, at some point, one of them's going to fall.
Virginia Tech right side. Tautua'a able to keep that alive. As Tech just sends it over, and in the middle is Bree Kelly. 6 kills for Kelly.
And good court vision, feeling that right side was open. The hitter was a little bit more in front of her to her left side. She had that entire right side of the court, or strong side of the court, nice and open.
Coming in, she had nearly as many blocks as kills, and good decision by Hazelton.
Love the throw there. I love taking a nice quick attack. Tautua'a pretty far off the 10-foot line there. She had room in front of her.
Woods to serve. See how, yep. And right side is Gregoire. What a great opportunity for all of these players to show what they can do. We haven't seen Olivia Babcock in this third set. Haven't seen Brooke Mosher in this set.
And it's just getting some good film on yourself, you know, continuing to get better, showing what you've been doing at practice, putting it into real action.
And off the top of the net and over. Right side, Hazelton again. Pennsylvania Player of the Year in 2023. Reese Hazelton.
Good decision making right now, moving the ball around, just making herself hard to defend.
Fieldies. Tech is down 5. And Gregoire has wound up a few times, and a save over. And from the back, there's just no saving Blair Bayless. And we've seen Bayless and Gregoire take some big swings here. Pizzell has had a nice evening.
They both have such heavy hands. Really, really good topspin on the ball. They're bringing a ton of heat with each and every swing.
Bayless, 7 kills and 1 error.
And I know we talked about Bree Kelly earlier, kind of being that X factor in a big match. I think Blair, the same thing. You'd really want her to have, you know, you want her getting 8, 9, 10 kills to compete, you know, maybe let's say deep in a tournament run.
19-12. Gregoire, a transfer from Oregon. And Virginia Tech able to tip it and create some off speed, and Carrick gets the point and gets the serve back for Virginia Tech. Reese Hazelton to serve. Hazelton leads Tech with, well, tied with Woods with 6 kills. Oh, I wouldn't call that a system play, but
yeah.
but Pizzell was able to make that work with Tautua'a.
And that's really where players start to separate themselves. I think anyone can get a kill on an in-system ball where everything's looking really easy and good. But when you're getting that ball out of system and trying to find ways to put it away, that's where you start to separate the good players from the great players.
And a slide is blocked by Virginia Tech.
She just kicked that up.
I thought for a second that Aylward was going to play that from her seat. Now Aylward with the kill attempt. Slide from the Panthers, Dalia Vierland.
And the bench is enjoying it too. You gotta love that everyone's really involved, really focused in, celebrating all of these girls getting an opportunity and making the most of it.
And credit to Marcy Byers, there's been no give up in this Virginia Tech team.
No, not at all.
See that right there, Jordan Haleman.
No, and she talked about it, you know, this season, you know, continuing to get better, continuing to put in the work, and not always letting the result of the game kind of dictate how you're feeling about how you're playing.
Aisha Carrick to serve after the Hallman kill. And a set back and a chance here for Virginia Tech on the bump set. Panthers get it back, slide left side fake, and a kill attempt left side by Bayless goes long, and Virginia Tech down 6.
This is where you need a serving run. Maybe sneak an ace or two, get a couple quick, keep your server back there.
And just long, just the opposite of what you were saying. Din is going to come in to serve for Pitt. So Kiana Din at 22-15 here in the third. And Woods is blocked. Good save.
Nice coverage.
And Woods again is off of Gregoire.
Beautiful coverage there by Elizabeth Aylward. Again, just giving your team an extra opportunity to get a kill.
She was all conference, all freshman team at Sam Houston State. She said Marcy Byers said third school is the charm. She seems to have found a home here. Good dig in the back by Carrick, but the Panthers able to put it away.
Smart play by Bayless. She had one blocker up. The middle was late to get over. Izzy Mishler had to stick with Bree Kelly first, and that just left an open opportunity.
2 points from this match. Tautua'a serve. She has a couple of aces here today. And the hit is long, and after a quick Aylward ask for a tip, no challenge. Tautua'a. what has been an impressive performance by the Pitt Panthers here tonight. And Woods will tip it. And a block. Virginia Tech's Izzy Mishler.
Continuing to fight each and every point. I love it.
Mishler has 4 blocks tonight. Brandalise. Blair Bayless with the set. And Gregoire puts it away. Wouldn't have called that one.
Might not have been